My co-anchor Kristin Dickerson joins us now live from Moore tonight. She and I both saw the damage firsthand just hours after that twister hit. She picks up the story from here. Kristin.
Mark, a year ago tonight, basically this whole area was just piles of debris. You might have been able to make out Moore Medical Center standing just behind me, what was left of it. But tonight you can see the temporary facility that they've been using for the last few months. And you can also see this site where just this morning they broke ground on the new hospital, which will be completed in 2016. There are signs of progress all over this town, including Briarwood Elementary, which is just about a mile away from here. We stopped by there earlier today and we saw about 550 children, their families, their teachers and volunteers celebrating the opening of their new school, which is set to begin this school year. And the teachers told me that their goal was that they wanted this anniversary to be a positive experience for those children. And I can tell you, after seeing it firsthand, they succeeded. In the aftermath of the tornado, there are countless stories of gratitude and people helping people. And one place that you could certainly see that a lot was Southgate Baptist Church. Channel 8's Burt Mummolo met up with a pastor that you first met this time last year.
Kristin, Pastor Doug Brewer is memorable for a lot of reasons. One is that when you meet him, he's got a very firm handshake, but he's also got a voice that quivers a bit when he talks about all the good he's seen.
He said the church is still standing.
A year ago, Southgate Baptist Church became a one-stop sanctuary for those seeking food or medicine or whatever it was they needed.
We're grateful that we were able to serve as an address for people that had needs.
The very humble pastor here is Doug Brewer, who normally preaches about how to care for one another. But last summer, all he did was witness it.
Water delivery needs help.
There was the time they ran out of laundry detergent, just as a woman was calling to ask for some.
And about the time I picked up the phone, a two-wheel dolly came to the back of the truck with 4 crates of liquid soap.
You guys need some hot meals back there?
Then there was the time a company showed up with portable bunk bed trailers just as the pastor was asking FEMA for some.
It's unbelievable. It happened within about 30 seconds of saying that to FEMA. The FEMA reps looked at each other and looked at the rest of us around the table as though we had them set up for it. I started crying.
Then there was the big burly volunteer who was unable to find a woman some underwear in her size when at that moment someone donated a box of just the right fit.
He said, I never thought I'd be excited about seeing a woman find a pair of panties. And then he reached up and slapped me on the chest. Then I never thought I'd be crying telling another man about it.
If they can't come get it, we'll bring it to them.
And finally, there was a young couple from Texas, barely getting by themselves, but bothering to bring ham and cheese sandwiches for everyone. And when they left,
and I said, oh yeah, they handed me $20, said, can you put this over there? They couldn't afford that. They couldn't afford that, but they did it. And we watched it all summer.
The next time you're in Moore, ask someone for directions to where hope and kindness live, where love and compassion get their mail, where faith in your fellow man is residing, alive and well.
We're quick to say it wasn't us, it was just an address.
And that's not even mentioning the damage done to Southgate Baptist. They had over $1 million damage done,
really?
Also by the storm, but also because so many people used their facility that they had to replace bathrooms and floors.
Wow, thank you, Burt. You can tell a lot about a person by their handshake.
Yes.
So thank you very much. You know, for so many people, this storm was absolutely devastating, to say the very least. But we met one man who said that losing everything he owned was a relatively positive experience. I first met John Staccati 2 days after he climbed out of his neighbor's cellar. His co-workers at Keller Williams came to help find anything salvageable.
We just found this. He made it for his wife last year for their anniversary.
This was just the beginning of the outpouring of love, support, and selflessness that would change John's life.
If it would have been 10 years ago, I would have been hard-headed, stupid, and said, I'll clean it out myself. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I can't do that.
Maybe it's pride or just the pull yourself up by your bootstraps toughness. Either way, a year later,
when something of that magnitude happens, everybody wants to help.
They told me about the now faceless people giving their everything. A Girl Scout wanting to give away her cookie money, but no one had the heart to take it. And the volunteers who helped his neighbor find her late husband's ashes.
I never experienced that type of an outpouring of care. And I mean, it's changed me forever.
And now, take us to what used to be your home.
This was the driveway, obviously.
On the empty lot where his home of 18 years once stood, perspective on his relatively positive experience that many families weren't fortunate enough to have.
To me, the biggest thing was there were people that didn't get the chance.
We're standing just about a mile from where the children were killed in Plaza Towers Elementary. And we're just behind us. A baby died in what was once a gas station.
Excuse me. They didn't get the chance to tuck their kids in.
Today, John's family is in the middle of building a new home.
This will be John's mom's room.
It's located in Moore, near the path of the last tornado.
There is the safe room, the most important part.
I don't know how many people say, oh, you're crazy, John, you know, building right back in. I tell everybody, is there a risk, a weather risk living in Moore, Oklahoma? Absolutely. I mean, of course there is. But the reward is just as great.
And the Staccati family is one of many who is more strong. John had told me that all of the homes that he has sold in Moore since the tornado touched down either has a tornado shelter already or has plans to build one. Mark?
Emotional day. Thanks, Kristin.